Everybody has a podcast.
Welcome in to the show. I hope all you. I was gonna say I hope all you, and then I said welcome to the show. So welcome into the show. Hope all you are doing great. Hope you had a great weekend. My weekend was pretty good. I got out of the house. Oh yeah, Whis Creever. He's gonna be by in a few moments. As I was saying, went out to a brewery. So I actually went out this weekend a little bit. Hell, Jay Wiggy was there.
Jay Wiggy, take out the trash.
Indeed, I was. Good time at the brewery. You have a good time?
It was good. Lots of beers. Lots of beer. So it was good to get out and just, fuck around, see a show. Some people, I'm not going to say the place that we were at, but there were a lot of tabs that were trimmed. So I'll just say that. So yeah, good time. Our other friend was there. I'm not going to say his name either. Cool dude. Yeah, so it was, you like, what kind of beer you had? It was pretty fruity.
Yeah, they got a beer. Well, it's a fruitier beer. I liked it. It's not a really high alcohol content beer either, but it's delicious. I like a little bit of everything though. IPA's fantastic. I just don't like something that's too stout. I don't think there's a lot of stouts going around, but what about you? You like a heavy lager stout beer?
I don't really know. Well, let me take that back. Guinness is pretty good, but
oh yeah, good call.
Usually when I go to a brewery and I get a dark beer, I tend to get fucked over unless I know it's a milk stout. And if I get something else, then I don't know. But usually, you're pretty safe with. Well, at this place we were at, their IPA is good.
Yeah.
But then the lager was decent as well. So, not bad, not excellent.
Yeah,
but not bad.
Yeah, they had a good menu, I think. So, you know what I like that I haven't had this time of year? I like an Oktoberfest, but it's hard to get them right. I think some of the big breweries, like Sam Adams, has a pretty good one. Local, I haven't had one, but I think it's a good seasonal beer. If they do it right, it's delicious. If they do it wrong, it is shitty.
I'm not sure if I ever drank that. And Oktoberfest. What does that have in it?
It just has. It's a seasonal beer. You know what? It's kind of a little spicy, maybe. Um, Gosh, you put me on the spot with describe. See, I know what I like. I'm bad at like explaining it. It's like my palate. I can't tell you how I like it. It's a good beer. A little bit of spice. Definitely seasonal. It's a good beer. Sometimes I like a pumpkin beer. Have you ever had a pumpkin beer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I like a good pumpkin beer.
yeah.
I guess.
I like it for the season. The best one I ever had, I went up to Salem, Massachusetts during October years ago. It's awesome because it was creepy, October in full effect, Halloween. Checked out a couple of museums, but I went to the bar, and I think it was the oldest bar in Massachusetts. And they had this wonderful pumpkin beer. First time I ever had it. And I thought it would be shitty, but they told me I had to have it. They've had it on their menu for so long. And they put sugar around the rim. It may have even been brown sugar, but they told me to keep, every time I take a sip, twist your glass a little bit, let it run over that sugar. Fantastic beer. If I could remember the name of that bar, I'd give it a shout out. But yeah, I think they're good. Some of them, they're seasonal. I'm going to put that on my to-do list this weekend, pumpkin beers.
All right. Pumpkin beer. Whis, what up?
Hi, y'all. Talking about pumpkin beers or some dumb shit like these. I would never drink that shit. It probably fucking tastes like piss.
I don't know.
Man,
But there was one beer that was like something winter ale or something that somebody tried to put me on. It had pumpkin in it, but it wasn't good because it also had ginger in it. Shit nasty.
ooh,
I don't know. It
that
didn't. It
seems,
just shit didn't fucking. It wasn't right. It didn't taste right. You know what I mean?
nah, I think that's what a lot of people are trying these days, especially local breweries, and some of them hit it out of the park. But I think you can step out of the bounds of beer a little bit, try some new things. But sometimes with the spices and all that shit, man, it's too much. I don't want to. I saw that. I see the winter lager, Sam Adams, cinnamon.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a Sam Adams. Yep.
Yeah, it says cinnamon and ginger with a bright clementine and orange aroma. Man, that's just too much shit for a beer.
It's too much shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
too much going on in that.
Jeez. Yeah, you don't have to slow your roll. Let's go ahead and see what's going on the phones. I think we got Donald in Michigan.
Donald.
Hi, fellas. This is Donald from Detroit, Michigan. Just wanted some advice. I just met this girl. She seems very cool and very sweet, but she owns 6 ferrets. I have a fear of ferrets and other rodent-like animals. I'm not sure what to do here because I really like this girl. Any advice would help. What would you guys do? I'll hang up and listen. Thank you.
Donald. Oh, Donald, D from Detroit. So, Donald, you gotta nip it in the bud, and it's a deal breaker. Ferrets. They're like long, furry rats. I've known a couple of girls with those things. One that I almost dated had 2 of them, and they smell. They give off this weird fucking smell.
Ugh.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why would you want a long, furry rat? Yeah, man, that's
Donald said she had 6 of them. Good
6
God.
ferrets. That's a lot of
Man.
ferrets.
I'm with you. I mean, I'm looking at it. Ferrets more than average. Five
Even
to
if
10
she's hot,
years.
man, that's a lot.
Yeah, 6 of them. She's got 1. You might be able to wait out that ferret's death, but if she's committed to the ferret game with 6, they live 5 to 10 years on average.
Ooh.
That's a lot. Yeah, and you said they're musky and shit. They smell.
Yeah, they have a like fucking odor going on. Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah, I can't leave that. They look like like a cross between a rat and a skunk.
Yeah, you never seen one?
I've seen them, but I don't. I'm with you. I don't. I would nip it in the bud. That's not something. If you don't like it, anyways, it's different. If she even had 1, maybe you could work around that. But 6 of them fuckers, no.
Every girl I've ever known that has ferrets has more than one. Like they have like 2 of them for some reason. Very odd.
What are they, lonely? They need to get a.
I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those things, they're in pairs and shit.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
at least if you have an otter or something, those things are cute and they don't smell, I don't think. But motherfucking a ferret. Yeah. You got to cut that shit, Donnie. So let's see what's going on with Harriet in T-Town right now.
Hey, boys, it's me, Harriet. I'm glad Bama back on track. Hope y'all doing all right. I know Bama got a bye this week, but I want to ask y'all, do you believe in ghosts? Roll Tide.
I know that old Jay Wiggy does.
Absolutely. I liked hearing from Harriet again. Harriet from T-Town. She believes in Bama still, don't she? I love it.
Oh yeah, she's a lifer.
Yeah, you got to be. Well, you know what? I know we always do our deep dive, but to answer Harriet's question, I think you gotta still believe Bama's in the picture. Perfect game, wasn't overwhelmingly big win, but Mike Leach is sneaky. He kept going for it on 4th down. They were in the red zone, and Bama shut them down. They got 6 points in the last throwaway. That was really a shutout. Good performance by the offense. It could have been better, but only 2 penalties. They're on the right track. Now, the biggest thing is they're at LSU next week. This is the bye week. It's a night game in Death Valley. They announced it'll be a 6 o'clock game. Man, those night games at LSU are always tough. I'd love to go to one day. We should commit to that. Then Ole Miss, who lost this weekend, surprisingly. You got Auburn and Austin Peay. I mean, those teams. So you got 2 big games. Alabama can handle LSU and Ole Miss. I actually think at this point LSU is going to be the tougher opponent. What do you? What say you, Grant Mills? How do you answer Harriet's question there?
Oh well, I don't believe in ghosts, but as far as Bama, man, I mean, yeah.
That's what she asked. I went on my Bama tangent for her. The ghost part. Whoops.
This is gonna be a routing, man. LSU, come on, man. They're not gonna match up to Bama.
Well, man, I overstepped my boundaries on Bama too much on the ghost part, but let's get back to that. Sorry, I jumped my.
Have you done any ghost hunting lately?
Did some years ago. Lately, no. But it's Halloween. My favorite time of year, my favorite holiday on the calendar year. Read some scary books. No ghost hunting. There's some creepy places in the South, cemeteries. I swear we got an EVP once at a cemetery. You know, the little voice shit.
Oh yeah.
You believe that shit's really? What do you think makes that? So when they're out there recording and they're talking and they hear a voice, is that just interference from traffic or truck drivers or radios, or could there be something to that?
Galactic space farts.
You know what? I think that there's a cool story called the WOW signal. They picked up a signal from outer space, and it had to be something extraterrestrial, maybe not extraterrestrial, but something beyond our capabilities that made that signal. So galactic alien farts is actually a possibility.
Alien farts.
You know, I believe aliens are more likely to be there than ghosts, though.
Could be. Or it could be some funky alien practical jokes and fucking with us and shit.
So, yeah, in that order, Harriet, I believe in Bama 100%, aliens 60%, ghost 22%.
22%. There you go.
22?
22. Man, we got a video game review tonight. Contra Rogue. What is it? I thought it was Rogue Wars. It's Rogue Corps. Corpse. Rogue Corpse. Is that how you say that?
Is it
Rogue
Corpse?
Corps. CORPS.
Yeah,
Rogue Corps.
Contra Rogue Corps.
Yeah. So we'll get into that in a little bit. And that should be good.
Contra, what a blast from the past. Is it based off the original Contra?
No, it's very, very different. So it's not like your original, back in the day. That if you're thinking of, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. All right. So now we got Jane in Jacksonville. Let's see what's going on with her.
Hey boys, this is Jane from Jacksonville. I just wanted to ask you, boxers or briefs?
Whoa, Jane, sounding kind of like a transvestite. Let's see, Jane. I don't know. Actually, I do know boxers easy. Or usually, I'm gonna tell you really what my thing is: boxer briefs. I like the boxer briefs. It's a hybrid combination.
Yeah.
And
Cosign.
yeah, exactly.
My dick's too big, y'all. I gotta fucking just go commando, y'all.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jeez.
Oh, Miss so horny.
Oh, Whis.
Too early for
I know
them to
y'all
know.
know it's fucking true. Y'all just shut the fuck up.
Ah,
All right, let's see what's going on in the wonderful world of video gameness. All right. Well, there's a little bit going on. We usually try to see what's interesting here in the world of video gaming, if you will. Sometimes there's not a lot, but it looks like there's maybe a couple things. I was looking at some of the stories here, and let's see. Did you ever get into any of the Sims or anything like that?
I did. I actually loved The Sims when it first came out. It was so different. So yeah, I did. I didn't go too far down the pipeline with The Sims, but I bought the first one when I was in high school. I thought it was fun. What about yourself?
Never got into it. Yeah, ever. But there is a game now called The Tenants, a landlord video game. So, I guess most people enjoy playing video games as a form of escapism, as a place where you can leave the expected norms and rules of the real world behind and venture off into fantastical fantasy lands. Well, if that's you, you might want to look into The Tenants. Recently released on the PC, The Tenants is a management game where you play as a landlord, with the entire point being that you are constantly working on your buildings and interacting with tenants' needs, constructing improvements, fixing things, buying new furniture, and just generally making sure everything is fine and everyone is okay. As anyone who has ever rented a place to live in, most places these days wouldn't know. Even Skyrim is more realistic than this. In the US, there's a real rental crisis caused by everything from soaring income inequality to real estate speculation to Airbnb madness. While in Australia, there is also a rental crisis. Same shit. So, this game looks real fucking boring. Who the fuck would want to play this?
Yeah. That doesn't sound enticing.
Yeah. That sounds like some old bullshit. There are all kind of games like this, though, man. There's all kind of simulation games,
Oh, yeah. There's that fucking farming simulator. Tractor simulator.
Farming. Yeah.
You know what's a good
cars.
game? The original theme park, and then I think they had the kind of copycat roller coaster tycoon. Those games are fun. You ran a fucking amusement park, build rides and roller coasters. I dug those when I was in high school. But yeah, with the simulations, truck driver simulator. I mean, why don't at this point you just go be a landlord? Why don't you just live out your
at least you make money, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand that. It doesn't sound really good to me. I'm not sold on tenants.
Did you know every US PlayStation 2 game manual is now scanned in 4K?
What? Really?
Yeah, it only took 22 years and over $40,000. Physical game manuals are hard to come by these days, Jay Wiggy, especially as the industry begins to heavily lean into cloud streaming and digital-first infrastructures. But if you remember those good old times when game boxes came with clunky pamphlets for you to peruse before jumping into your recent purchase, well, A game preservationist called Kirkland seems to preserve nostalgia for posterity by creating high-quality scans of the manuals of yore. In fact, he's just finished uploading his complete set of U.S. PlayStation 2 manual scans. Launched in October 2000 in the U.S. This Wednesday, actually, would be 22 years ago. Sony's PlayStation 2 was one of the most popular consoles ever, with more than 4,000 games released worldwide and selling approximately 158 million units globally. Just about everyone had a PS2. I know I had a PS1. I'm pretty sure I had a PS2. I know I had a PS3. What about you?
Had the PS2. Man, I used to like getting the old game manuals, though. I mean, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, no, that's definitely part of it, man. You know, you get to buy, like back in the day when you bought a cassette or like a CD, part of it was like, getting the book out and looking at the lyrics, whatever cool artwork was in there,
Fuck yeah. You remember, too, a cool little fun trivia fact. Star Tropics, that Nintendo game, actually came with a pamphlet, but it also came with a letter in the case. And actually, to beat the game, you had to take that letter, dip it in water, and it actually revealed the code that you needed at the end of the game. So, big complaint when you bought that game secondhand, you bought the cartridge, but it didn't have the letter. There was no internet back then, so you didn't have the code to beat the game. But that was...
Oh, damn, that's kind of funny.
Man, the code was 747. That was it. You had a tune on the radio at the end to blast off the spaceship. One of my favorite Nintendo games, by the way, Star Tropics. But yeah, man, that's nostalgia. Having the book, having the manual as a kid after you had to turn the lights out and stuff, go read the manual before bed. Kind of, some of them had the foldable maps in there. So,
oh yeah, like the RPGs.
I loved them, man. Such a digital world we live in now. I think it's a blessing and a curse sometimes.
Yeah, some of that stuff's coming back, like the old vinyl albums and stuff like that.
Oh yes.
So that's kind of cool. So back to this PS2, Deleon. Like we were just saying, one of our favorite aspects of buying a new PS2 game was always reading the manual to see what tips, tricks, and occasionally they would have some little cheats in there and stuff. But, that time is long gone. But this Kirkland is now preserved over 1,900 of them. Let's see. It's got the set comes in at roughly 17 gigs and was 230 gigs before compression. That's pretty fat.
Ooh, that's
a pretty fat. So I'm wondering, it's saying here each manual is as cool as you might remember. Now I'm reading somebody's stuff, so don't think that I came up with this shit, please. Each manual is just as cool as you might remember back in the early 2000s, with the high quality scans highlighting the often striking art. It is really a portal through time. Browsing the manual for Square, and they had some cool games back then. Square Enix's I don't know this game though. Musashi Samurai Legends. Did you play that one?
I don't know
Musashi.
What that is.
Neither. I played the Final Fantasies, like one and two for sure on the SNES, and then Chrono Trigger was actually a good one too.
Man, I saw a list the other day. Chrono Trigger is still breaks every top 10 list of replayable games for throwback games, man. Great game. I played it a little bit back in the day. I think it's great. Link to the Past. I'm going off a little bit. But yeah, man, all the manuals and stuff. I remember opening the box and sliding that bitch out. God, it was just so nostalgic. Or going to Toys R Us and they had miles and miles of video games. And man, sometimes you just had to be taking a guess too. I could go down nostalgia road all day because I don't think people nowadays understand we couldn't just go review them. You had to read a magazine and you had to just take a guess on that bitch.
Hell yeah. So I'm looking for any links to this thing or what the fuck. I'm not saying anything, but he's done some Super Nintendo stuff that cost him like $8,000 to scan a bunch of those. But yeah, this PS2 one was $40,000. He considers it functional preservation for now. Since he's popped the staples, he can always chuck them into a flatbed to properly preserve them. But then it goes back to. So he's got all of them. I guess he scanned. And then. Let's see. He's got a full set of the SNES manuals in 2K. That was the one that cost $8,000. And 300 of the original PlayStation manuals. So this guy's got a weird.
I'm looking at the site now where all the.
Oh, are you? So there's a site. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what? I respect that kind of obsession. It's weird, but you know what? How many manuals are really going to stay out there in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years?
Yeah, that is kind of cool. It is definitely like would be in a time capsule or something.
Yeah. Yeah, at least you know it's preserved being digital. It's pretty cool. Good God, he's even got bassin black bass fishing instruction manual. Ain't nobody gonna be
I know I seen that one at Blockbuster one time.
Yeah, I know I've rented some of those. God, that's what I'm telling you. You had to take a gamble. You're like, oh, it's a fishing game. It's fun. Can't even get off the damn dock. Brett Hole Hockey, Bugs Bunny, Rabbit Rampage.
Ooh,
God,
never played
man.
that one.
Grant Mills, he
Never.
got Earthworm Jim up here. You remember
definitely,
Earthworm Jim?
Yeah, I had that for Sega Genesis, the first one.
That shit was good.
That was a cool game. Yeah.
This is a cool site. I'm a fan. Okay, this one he's uploaded in French. I can't be reading that. I don't know how to read French. Okay, he's actually got. Here's the Earthworm Jim manual. Man, and they tell you the cast of characters, hints and tips. Like you said, sometimes you had to go and consult those if you were stuck. So,
definitely. You definitely had to break out the controls sometime, like in a fighting game. You know, the basic moves and whatnot. Yeah, definitely had to have that.
I remember with Mortal Kombat, I talk about it lovingly all the time. My favorite game. Didn't have money for the magazine like an EGM or Game Pro that used to get back in the day. So I actually took a little notebook and a pencil to the store, the grocery store, sat down, wrote down the moves straight from the magazine in this little thing, and left because I couldn't afford the magazine. I had to write down the move and the fatality list onto a little piece of paper and dip out of there.
Oh, hell yeah. I definitely used to do that.
You had to do what you had to do.
Hell yeah. And then get blazed up.
Get blazed up.
And play some shit. All right. So there's not any other really good video game news going on. I got some odd news here. Nearly 4,000 people bounce on trampolines to break world record in Mexico. Mexico City broke a Guinness World Record when 3,935 people participated in a 45-minute trampoline fitness class. That's crazy time. Claudia Sheinbaum, head of Mexico City government, announced on Twitter the event successfully broke the Guinness World Record for largest such class in Mexico City's Plaza del Plinth. Wow. So more than 4,000 people, but 130 were disqualified, leaving the total at 3,935. So, yeah, well, I guess good for them. Yeah, whatever. All right.
Does that go into the archives of worthless records like the guy shoving candles in his mouth?
Yeah, you get recognized for something like that. So, man. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for the news. So I'm done with that. And shit. You know what? Let's take another call. Phil in New York City. New York City.
Hey fellas, this is Phil from New York City. I just want to ask you, New York style slice or Chicago deep dish? Which do you prefer? You know I'm down with the slice out here. But I'm gonna hang up and listen. You guys have a great night.
I bet Phil knows where the slices is at.
I know he does. God, those are great. I'll jump on this one. I've been to both, and I don't think either are bad, but I'm going to go New York. I'm a big New York fan.
New York style, New York style.
New York pizza for sure. What say you, Grant Mills?
I like the New York too. I think Chicago's good, but the thing about it is not much portability. You can't just stand on the streets and like take in the scenes with like a slice of Chicago deep dish. You got to sit down and like eat it like a piece of pie, which is good, but not always in the mood for that.
Yeah, it's like a dinner. I mean, it really is, and that's where I was going with that. I think if you need lunch in New York, I always found when I went to New York, it really wasn't badly as expensive as I thought it would be, as long as you know what to do. Go get the dollar slice pizza, get a Coke with it. Less than $5, you got a nice little lunch. I never had a bad slice in New York. Now I know there's different shit between the boroughs. I couldn't tell you those, but everything I had in Manhattan, and I did go to Brooklyn once and have pizza, fantastic. So I'm gonna go New York.
Oh.
That's such a hard sushi. I like them both, yeah.
Well, all right. I guess you could pick both. Both of them pretty good though. But I like my man Wiggy said, definitely prefer the slice.
Yeah,
it's just thin, crispy. Oh God,
yeah.
butter tasty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and get into a video game review now. This week, the Contra Rogue Corps. Yeah. And this is like a run and gun video game style in the Contra series, but it's not like the original 2D side scroller, right? Now this is for the Switch. Yeah, the original series, of course. I think this is still Konami, though. I think they're still. This one was released on September 24th, 2019 for Windows, the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So, Rogue Corps is set in the fictional Damned City 2 years after Contra 3, The Alien Wars, and Contra 4, featuring 4 playable characters and a wide degree of weapon customization. The game got a lot of mixed reviews. So as far as like the storyline, set several years after Contra 3, right? Damned City, they said, due to catastrophic events of the Alien Wars, Damned City has now become a post-apocalyptic environment that is home to all sorts of strange artifacts and tech. The harsh environment includes that of incurable psychic damage to the minds of human beings, driving them insane. The city has a mysterious gate that unleashes hideous fiends attacking anything that is alive. Players assume the roles of 4 former military mercs, scrappers, and bounty hunters who are known as the Jaegers. Kaiser, a rebuilt cyborg from the Alien Wars, Miss Harakiri, an assassin with a parasitic alien attached. Okay. The gentleman, a well-cultured, happy, intelligent alien bug, and hungry beast, a brilliantly scientific cyborg giant panda. Naturally immune to the mind-destroying effects of the city, the Jaegers are humanity's hope against the threat of the fiends. Okay, so, man, I'm disappointed with this game. Anything Contra, I'm thinking it's going to be a side-scroller, like maybe like vamped up, but like this is like awesome 3D. It's got like a top-down isometric view. It's like it's trying to be like Metal Gear Solid,
Ooh, yeah, I don't think you can fuck with Contra success. Which 2 things surprised me on that. One, Konami still being around. Man, they are kicking it. That's old school. But Contra 3, this is crazy that this is the successor to that, because Contra 3 was fantastic for the Super Nintendo. I had it, loved it. 1992 game, so man, it's been a while. But so this one didn't do it. Not that good.
It's like when they try to like because it's not like you remembered. They try to remake it all new and shit, and that's not how The old one was. So yeah, it's nothing like any of the other ones. You know, you got a single player story campaign, multiplayer online, and a 4-player local co-op with separate Switch consoles. Basically, based on player versus environment and with dual analog controller sticks. And yeah, it's almost kind of like a RPG-ish action, kind of like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
3D-ish, definitely 3D.
I'm gonna give it a try at some point. Maybe I'll have to get me a Switch and try it out. Because you know what, I'm with you. I think a lot of times they try to keep that same brand, maybe just because of the name recognition, Contra, and they're trying to throw that out there. But man, the first games were so good. Again, I mean, a different time period when those games were. So it's hard to capitalize on that. But man, just anytime I've always heard Contra. I mean, it was one of those great games. So, but I'll have to give it a try. Can't judge it yet.
Yeah, it was all right. I also downloaded Mario Golf, so I'll be doing that one next time. And another game called some shit Air Missions. I don't know. So that also will be getting a review. Mario Golf.
Mario Golf.
And some kind of air missions game. It looks cool. Actually, I already downloaded. I haven't played it yet. Played a bit of Mario Golf, but we'll get into that on the next episode.
Ooh.
Yo. So like on this review here, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 on that.
Whack.
Yeah, not very fun. I would not get this game. That's a no-go. Don't download it if you're thinking it's going to be like the old school Contra, because it is not, my friends. It is not. Oh, but that's all right. That's all right. Sometimes that's how it goes.
Sometimes that's it, man. I've got a little quick tidbit that I heard from the pipeline, aka Google. They confirmed 3 modes for NCAA football 24 this past week. So they are bringing back.
What is that dropping?
They're looking as a spring release, possibly summer of 2023. So late spring, early summer. But you know how those things go. I would guess they're going to do one more pushback because they're still announcing game modes. So the 3 that they've said for sure, Road to Glory is coming back. I thought that was a pretty cool game mode. My all-time favorite, and I think everybody else, Dynasty, where you take over your school, make all the decisions, run the coaches, do the recruiting, play the games. I think that's the most stable. And the one everybody's excited about, according to the article I read, but not me as much, Ultimate Team. That's where you take players from the past, put them on the field with current players. That way you can have somebody like Reggie Bush starring right now, playing with the current team. I don't like that because I know they're going to try, from what I can read now, to do micro charges on that. You want to download, say, Tua Tagovailoa. To put him back at Bama with your current team, probably $1.99. So hesitant on the Ultimate Team, but the Dynasty and the Road to Glory are also confirmed. So looking at a summer, maybe late spring 2023 release for NCAA 2024.
Man, I think like a ton of money out that.
God. You think they'll do the, we'll have some midnight, where they drop it at midnight at like GameStop and people are waiting outside?
I don't know. It's all the digital downloads, though.
Gosh, man, I want a copy myself. I'm gonna have to get an actual copy. It's hard to have a digital download.
That's where everything's going nowadays, though.
I know. I'm living in 1997, my friend.
The Bears are up 33-14. Mac Jones looking not good tonight. And
zap in. And,
yeah, he's not looking good either.
They both look terrible. He threw a pick a second ago. This is Bears, man. I think 2-4. I think I said Mac Jones or Zappy would come out swinging, and boy was I wrong.
3-4 they both will be. A lot of 3-4 teams. Wow. Green Bay fucking up big time. They're 3-4. Tampa Bay 3-4. Oh,
Ooh.
what is going on?
A lot of current criticism on Brady and his performance this past weekend. So, yeah.
I don't know. It's he always tends to come back though, bastard. Yeah. So I don't ever count him out. Pretty much. Aaron, he doesn't have Devontae Adams anymore, and he's got a lot of rookies and like a rookie left guard, and his receivers not good. The only one that's got any time with him is Lazard. Randall Cobb got hurt, so yeah, looking rough for old Aaron.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck them all. They make a lot more money than me.
Hell yeah, I like Aaron though, man. His last outfit he had on looked like he'd been hanging out in Thailand or something.
Oh, he had some swag.
I don't know. He's like very weird when it comes to the swag, you know. But yeah, very cool. Except for not winning, the Jets are looking good. Giants looking good. Yeah, crazy. We're gonna do picks here in a little bit, but for right now, let's go ahead and hit back to the phones. See who we got here. Dun 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 dun. We got Winston in where is this? Winston in Oregon. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with Winston. Oh, trickery. Klaus. Someone's going to get fired. No. So, looked like they got through on, we had a crank call there from old Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry in Knoxville. Ooh, those games. Tennessee fans are loving it.
They're loving it. They're living the dream right now. They're on top of the world. Do they continue, though, at that pace?
I don't know. We shall see what happens. I don't know. Sooner or later, I think somebody will pop them.
Yeah. They've got, what are we down to? I think we've got 6 undefeated teams in the country right now. Tennessee being one of them, with Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, Clemson, and oddly enough, TCU. So we've whittled it down. A lot of one-loss teams, so still a lot of people sniffing around in the hunt in the football world. I do not think Tennessee makes the playoffs. I'm going to die on that hill, by the way.
I don't know.
I'm still bitter. I'll go down being bitter.
Yeah, that game. What a fucking crazy game that was. But can't win them all, I guess. Nah. You know, shit happens.
Wouldn't be fun if you did, but man, it still sucks to lose.
That's true. Let's go ahead and get into the picks, and then we shall shut her on down. All right, guys. So, college, Alabama is on a bye right now. Or not right now. This coming week, right? So, week 9. Ohio State, Penn State.
Man, Ohio State's a pretty well-oiled machine right now. I think Penn State could play them closer than Ohio State likes. But I don't see Ohio State losing during the regular season at this point. Ohio State's my team.
Yeah, I'm going with the Buckies, yeah. And CJ Stroud, motherfuckers.
I'll go to Ohio State as well. And when next game, TCU and at West Virginia.
Undefeated TCU. They've been playing good at West Virginia. West Virginia is always one of those teams that seems like they could be an assassin for a top team. They come out of nowhere occasionally. Always underwhelming, but sometimes they play a big game. I don't see that happening this time. TCU all the way.
Yeah, I'm going with TCU.
I'm going with TCU, yeah.
We got this game here. Looks like I'm not really. This might be a good one. Notre Dame at Syracuse.
Syracuse coming out of nowhere this season, and they've always played Clemson tight. The past couple of seasons, for some reason, they have a low-key rivalry. Did you say they're at Syracuse or are they at Notre Dame?
At Syracuse.
Ooh, even better. Notre Dame's kind of had some ups and downs this season. Not great, but not bad. You know what? I want to see an upset. Syracuse is 16th in the country right now. I'm gonna go Syracuse. Go Orange.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Syracuse as well. What about US?
No big orange, y'all.
Here's another game that might be a sneaker. Arkansas is at Auburn.
Ooh, man.
Both of these teams have kind of been disappointing. So this is a get-back game for both.
Yeah, Arkansas started hot. Not so much now. At Auburn, man, I'm going to go Arkansas. I think the coaching there is going to beat the coaching right now at Auburn. It's tough being at Auburn, Arkansas.
I'm going to go Auburn on this one. I don't know. I'm just going to pick them because I think some freaky shit might happen.
The voodoo that Auburn has is very, very real.
I'm going with Sam Elliott, y'all.
What?
Who?
Sam Elliott. That's the actor in Tombstone. Whis. Whis ain't gonna come back anymore.
Man.
Sam Elliott. The gravelly voiced actor?
Oh, Whis.
You talking about Sam Pittman?
Yes, I think that's who he is referring to.
Sam Elliott. Whis. Always. Whis crazy.
Yeah, fuck all y'all dumbasses. You knew who I meant, y'all. Please.
You dumb. Let's go ahead and see. So, okay. Had a couple of other games here. Ooh, that's not a really good one. Miami is doing really shitty this year. Virginia, have they ever been good? That's a basketball school. What do you think about Georgia and Florida? That's the cocktail party, right? Is that the cocktail party?
World's largest cocktail party, yeah. Yeah, you know, I don't even hate Florida. I like Florida okay for another SEC team. I like Georgia, I respect them. They at Florida this year? Or are they playing neutral on that one? What are they using?
At Georgia.
At Georgia. Oh, tough. I think Florida can give them a game, but I think Georgia wins.
Yeah, Georgia, man. Easy. Oregon at Cal.
Bo Nix is playing good right now.
Yeah, he is playing good.
Yeah, he's been a...
Hey, listen, dumbasses. Y'all ain't fucking asked me the last one. I'm gonna say Florida, fuck y'all.
Oh, sorry, Wes.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. What were you saying, Jay Wiggy?
You know what? Wes kind of pissed me off. Bullshit, Sam Elliott. Man, did you see that swag that Oregon dropped last week? I gotta still give them credit, man. Their uniform.
Oh yeah, like the magenta.
That shit was tight. I liked it.
Or I think it was magenta. Maybe not. Maybe not magenta. I'm thinking of a different color. It was like pinkish. Was that? I don't know.
Yeah. It was like a pinkish on the numbers, black. It was swagged out. I was a big fan. I think Bo Nix has found his rhythm after that early Georgia embarrassment to start the season off. He's really been quite a player. I don't think they have any trouble with Cal.
Same here. Gonna go with the Ducks, man. Going with the Ducks.
Go Ducks, y'all.
Kansas State. Oklahoma State at Kansas State. I'm going OSU. What do you think?
Two good teams right now. Kansas State, been not a terrible team. Played pretty decent this year, but yeah, OSU.
OSU, yeah.
Gundy, I'm a man. I'm 40.
Let's see what other games we got here. That'd be Kentucky at Tennessee.
Kentucky at Tennessee. Kentucky's 19th. They've had 2 losses. They've got a good squad this year. I don't think they'll beat Tennessee. This is another game, though, I think would be worth the watch. I think Tennessee could Tennessee's got so much momentum right now, but I think if they let their guard down, Kentucky could make it interesting, but fucking Vols will win.
Troll that. I'm gonna go Vols.
I'm going Kentucky. I hate Tennessee.
All right, USC at Arizona.
USC any good this year? They ranked.
They were pretty good. I'm not sure even what their record is. They're 10th.
Okay.
So,
yeah, still up there. Southern Cal 6-1. Arizona. One good thing about them, they always play late. So here in the South, we can watch games that kick off at like 11:30. I don't see the Wildcats doing shit. I think the Trojans rout them. Go Trojans.
Yeah, going USC.
Going Trojans, yeah. That's my favorite Kingdom brand, yeah.
Oh, man.
Just playing, I don't use rubbers.
That's very irresponsible.
Terrible.
UAB at Florida Atlantic.
UAB, they played pretty good. I go Blazers.
Yeah.
Give the boys a little boost. I think they played good. They got that new stadium down in Birmingham. I'd like to see them do well.
I'm going Blazers as well. We got Michigan State at Michigan.
Man, that's always an interesting game. Michigan's playing good football right now. Wolverines got it.
I'm going Michigan. Ole Miss at Texas A&M.
Hey, listen to my asses. I'm going UAB in Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Every time we try to ignore Whis, he always catches back up, fucker. Whis. All right. Who we got? At Texas A&M and Ole Miss? Is that who we're on?
At Texas A&M.
At Texas A&M. Yeah, Ole Miss dropped the ball, no pun intended, last week. I was hoping going into a Bama game they would have stayed undefeated. I think coming off a loss like they did, and a pretty good loss, honestly. I'm going to go Texas A&M. I think Texas A&M finds their footing and upsets Ole Miss. I think 2 in a row, and I think Bama makes it 3, and Ole Miss this season gets derailed.
I think Ole Miss is gonna get them.
I'm going Ole Miss, yeah.
Let's see, one more here, and Stanford at UCLA.
Stanford at UCLA. I'm going to throw shit against the wall, see what sticks. I'm going to go UCLA.
I'm going Stanford, yeah.
I'll go UCLA, too. I think they bounced back from that loss to Oregon last week. I'll go ahead and hit up these NFL picks, and then I'm going to shut them on down for this evening. We are going into week 8, folks, of the pro football season. So the next matchup here is Thursday, October 27th, Baltimore at Tampa Bay.
Baltimore at Tampa Bay. God, Tampa Bay's been shitty. You know what? I've been taking the first picks. Grant Mills, who do you got in Baltimore?
I'm going to go Baltimore on that.
Yeah, Ravens been decent. They're at least winning, have a winning record. Yeah, I'll go Baltimore.
Tampa Bay, Tom Brady forever, y'all.
Gosh.
I know you love Tom Brady. Sunday, let's get into the Sunday games. October the 30th, Denver at Jacksonville.
Denver at Jacksonville. I like Denver. I like Jerry Jeudy. You know what? I'm going to go Broncos. They're not great this year, but they need a win.
I'm going to go Jacksonville Jaguars, yeah.
I want to go. I think I'll go the Jags too. Denver is really fucking up. Next, we have Carolina at Atlanta.
Man, we were pulling for Carolina hard earlier this year.
They fucking beat Tampa last weekend.
Yeah, they did. They gave them a second win. Atlanta hasn't been too impressive either. They got lost one. Panthers won one. I say the Panthers extend their streak and get another win. Go Panthers.
Yeah, I'll say the Panthers.
ATL shouted.
Chicago at Dallas.
Chicago at Dallas, man. You made a good point. Looking at the records, there's a lot of 3 and 4 teams in the NFL. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have you seen the standings? So Chicago at Dallas.
Dallas is like 5-2?
Yeah.
6-2, 5-6, something like that.
Yeah.
5-2. I don't know.
What are they? The Cowboys 5-2. So they're doing pretty good. Bears look pretty impressive tonight. I'm gonna think the Cowboys are gonna keep up the winning though.
Yeah, I'll go with Cowboys.
I love those Cowboys, y'all.
Miami at Detroit.
Miami, I watched some of their game. They actually did okay. Tua looked okay. He always scares me. Detroit hasn't been one win team. I'm gonna go Miami.
Thank you for being a friend, yeah. Going Miami, yeah.
I'm going Miami too. Who the hell? Detroit is fucking horrible. Arizona at Minnesota.
Arizona, the Cardinals. Man, that is a tale of two weathers. Arizona, Minnesota. My God.
I think they're both decent this year, though.
Yeah, Vikings only got one loss. Cardinals a 3-4 team, but not bad. Well, not a bad 3-4. You know what? 3-4 is bad no matter what. NFL is weird though because it really is any given Sunday. Vikings just based off they got a 4-game winning streak going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. They're pretty good.
I'm going Vikings, y'all.
Next game, Vegas at New Orleans.
I am going to give that one to you, Grant Mills, because I know you love talking about the Vegas Raiders.
I'm going with New Orleans. I'm not picking Vegas this year. They're like fucking 2-1. The only worst team in Vegas is Houston. I'm picking New Orleans. Who you picking?
I'll go New Orleans on that. I can't make the full commitment not to pick them, but until they show me something worth a shit, yeah, it's hard to pick the Raiders.
I'm New Orleans, yeah.
It's almost his nap time. He's driving me crazy.
He's getting weird. New England at New York.
Ooh, New York Jets, New York Giants. Who we talking about?
Oh, my bad. New York Jets.
Jets are 5-2, and New England did not look too great tonight. 3-3. Yeah, I think that loss is going to put another tick into the column. Yeah, I say the Jets.
Yeah, I'll go Jets on this one.
I'm going Jets, y'all.
Pittsburgh at Philadelphia.
Pittsburgh at Philly. I like Philly right now. They're the only undefeated team.
They're pretty hot.
Yeah, they're hot. 1-6. Good offense. I can't go away from Hurts right now. I'm going to go the Eagles.
I'm going Eagles too.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Contrarian.
Fucker.
Tennessee at Houston.
Tennessee, Houston, man, rough outing for the Texans. Tennessee seems like they've been kind of quiet. They've got a 4-2 season. I haven't heard too much about Derrick Henry this year normally. And for 4-2, they actually have more points against them than they've scored. So ugly win teams, but I'll take the Titans.
Yeah, I'm going Titans.
Cashville, Tennessee, y'all.
All right. Washington at Indianapolis.
The Commanders.
I mean, they should have went with Commandos. That's a cooler name.
Commandos a lot cooler. The Commanders, God, terrible name. Washington, you said Washington, Indianapolis this weekend. God, we've got a lot of games this weekend to keep up on. I'm going to go Colts on this one.
I'm going to go Washington.
I'm going Washington, yeah.
Got San Francisco at LA, Los Angeles Rams.
I'll go San Francisco. Just going to drop it on there. Jimmy G.
Yeah, I'm going to go San Fran as well. They got McCaffrey. They didn't really do anything last game.
I'm going LA, y'all.
New York Giants at Seattle.
New York Giants at Seattle. I'm going to pick the Giants just because I got a good buddy who's a Giants fan, and he needs them to do well. They're good so far this year, though. One loss, so I like the Giants.
I'm going Giants, y'all.
Giants are doing pretty good. I'll pick them. And Green Bay. Oh, man. Green Bay at Buffalo.
Green Bay at Buffalo. I need Buffalo to do well. My fantasy has been terrible this season. I got 2 wins, so I think I'm a 2-4. I'm gonna go Buffalo. Josh Allen and their defense is. I need some big plays out of them.
I'm going Buffalo.
Buffalo wins. I want some Buffalo wings, y'all. Oh, Lee, I love a lemon pepper, y'all.
Oh,
Extra heat.
Ooh, wings do sound good. All right, let's see. Last game, Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Cincinnati and Cleveland. We got the Bengals at 4-3. Bengals 4-3. Browns 2-5. Yeah, Bengals on a two win streak, and the Browns have actually lost 4 in a row. So started off at 2-1, went to 2-5. I think that says Bengals for my pick.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be a stanky game. I'm going with Cincinnati.
Y'all know I love Cleveland, but I'm just going to go Cincinnati, yeah.
All right. So Kansas City and Los Angeles are on a bye. And that does it for the picks, y'all. Yeah. So.
Be a lot of good games this weekend, and it's a nice weekend. I have no investment in the Bama football, so I can sit back, relax, no anxiety. So,
what are y'all going to be doing? The wifey got some chores going on? What's happening this weekend?
I haven't even thought about it yet, to be honest. It's early, long Halloween weekend. I think we have a Halloween party to go to. One of our mutual friends. No name dropping. But yeah, Halloween party. Should be fun. You got any Halloween plans, Grant Mills?
I have no idea. Probably just chill back. Not like going on football and fucking around. That's about it.
Weather's
Whis.
nice.
Weather is nice. Whis, what are you going to be doing?
True players don't ever know until it just happens, y'all. I might be chilling here. I might be in Acapulco or, Miami or some shit. Jump football and shit. I'm out, yeah.
All right, man. You have a good one.
Acapulco's probably a Mexican restaurant because his ass ain't gonna be no Acapulco.
Man, what was he on tonight?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. He jabbered a little bit. He ended strong with some lemon pepper wings. Those are good as hell.
Oh shit! I do like lemon pepper wings.
What's your favorite type of game day food if you're gonna have something for a tailgate or you got a preference?
No, wings are always strong. Any kind of barbecue, i.e. ribs or pulled pork. Can even do like whole roasted chicken. You know what I'm saying? Put it down with some tortillas.
Ooh.
Lightly fry some corn tortillas with some onions and stuff out. Real basic. But what about you? Any specialties that you fix?
You know what I've had before? I like pizza rolls. I think they're really good where you actually make the pizza in like a croissant roll. Those are really, you can dip them. Wings are classic. I don't think you can go wrong with wings. Man, barbecue sounds good. Get a hog on a spit. We need to do that. I think I heard Whis pitch that before.
A whole hog roaster.
Yeah, would love that. That'd be cool. So yeah, that's my ideal. Meat, pizza, wings. Any of those 3, you can't beat it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Any kind of meat and yeah. Oh, that is tasty stuff. So. Yeah, well, everybody out there, hope you guys have a good week, i.e. /weekend. I'm going to be off this week from work, actually, just hanging out because I had to take PTO. I fucking forgot about it. My boss was like, hey, you got to take this or it don't roll over. I'm like, well, fuck it. So, Jay Wiggy, man, if you get a wild hair up your ass and want to do lunch, it's on me, man. Let's check out the venison at that little French place if you want, my friend.
Woo, yeah.
I'd be happy to do that because I've actually been wanting to try it myself. Also, I'll always get the steak, but yeah, man. So I'll let your boy on that. You have any parting shots for the folks?
1 week from Halloween. I think next week I'll bring a couple of maybe some mini stories, some fun Halloween talk. Other than that, Grant Mills, I will hit you up this week and take advantage of your PTO if I can find the time. I am not fortunate enough to have it. I'll be working, but let's make some time. Maybe we can down a Oktoberfest.
Cool beans. That sounds great. So all of you guys out there, have a great weekend. Smoke it up. And I will be back this next Monday at 9:30. So until then, definitely blaze it.
Peace.